Hi, my name is Dee Williams, and I am your recruitment and staffing trainer and coach. I show people just like you, professionals just like you, how to start your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And today I actually had a very short call with a group of young ladies who were interested in starting their own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And I want to share a piece of that call with you. Because the biggest question that they asked was, okay, so what do you do, Dee? And how do you fit into me starting my very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business? And I thought that it would be a great way for me to share that information with you in the event that that's something that you're thinking about doing. So I'm going to bring that portion of the recording in so that you can see what it is that I do, how Staffingpreneurs Academy can assist you with your idea of starting your brand new or your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. Really quickly, a disclaimer. When I did this presentation with them, we are in the process of creating a new site for Staffingpreneurs Academy. So you will see a little bit of the new site, a little bit of the old site. Hopefully by the time you sign up, you will see all of the new site, and we'll do a brand new video to walk you through what that looks like. But today you'll see a little bit of both, and you'll get the logistics of, or the gist rather, of what it is that we offer and how we offer it. So I am excited that you are here. Stick around because we're about to dive in. Take a look.
My question was more so, what exactly is your role? Like, do you help set up the company? Are you just recruiting staffers? I guess I just wanted to know what exactly it is that you do.
Okay. I do provide you with the resources and the tools to make the business happen. So we have two different types of programs at Staffingpreneurs Academy. And I'm going to show you a little bit of both so that you can see where we are. So first of all, this is our website. It is definitely, it crashed on us recently and kind of out of date right now, Staffingpreneurs Academy. So this will only be up for another week or so, if possible, right? Because we are actually moving to a brand new platform, which, if you could see my screen, looks like this. So it's a little bit better, and it kind of goes into more detail as to what we offer in Staffingpreneurs Academy. So with the Academy, this is more self-paced training. And when I say self-paced, that means that you're doing everything on your own with really no physical assistance from me, depending on what package that you choose to sign up with. So with Staffingpreneurs Academy, once you log in, and I'm going to actually log into the back end from my perspective, you'll log in differently. Once you log into the system, you will be projected into you will be into a portal. And the portal, and this is the older version. Again, we have the newer version coming. But in the portal, you watch the welcome video, which actually shows you, and I think the video is 11 minutes. It actually shows you how to use the entire academy, where everything is, and how to use it. So the first thing I would always suggest is that you join the Facebook group, because here, even though you don't have one-on-one interaction with me, you will have interaction with other staffingpreneurs who are doing the same thing. We have about 600 staffingpreneurs as a whole. Not everyone is on Facebook, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we've got about 190 members, I think. Yep, 190 on the Facebook group. And basically, this is the Facebook group. It's private, so nobody can join unless they are a member. As you can see, we have, where's that number at? There are, I think it's oh my gosh, so many people that have been requesting. 150 people have requested to join. But it's a paid only group, so you cannot join the group unless you are a member. So So anyway, so what we do in the group, I have a welcome message here and kind of asking you, where are you in your business? What phase are you in your business? And as you can see, we've got 79 comments. So people are constantly updating where they are and what phase they are in this business so that they can be supported properly. And then as you can see, we just put information in there to support each other 100% every step of the way. Okay. All right. So, and everyone's kind of helping each other, asking questions. It's a full active community. I mean, a full active community. You see, people are sharing their logos. They are, which one should I choose? Getting feedback, all those great things. Okay, all those great things. So, and then we always share our praise reports. Anything that we have going on, and I'm just going to comment really quickly. OMG, awesome. Awesomeness. And so we always share who is this? If anyone is in this is a great company to contact. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm very adamant about no advertising in this group. If you want to share information, it's cool, but we don't do any advertising whatsoever. You'll be kicked out immediately. Okay. But everything in here is about starting, growing, and maintaining your niche recruitment and staffing agency business. Now, 99% of the people in this group do not have one-on-one interaction with me. So their support is based on the academy and based on asking other people that are here in the academy. We have people who are in the startup phase all the way up to people who are doing around $10 million a year in their business. So there are all different types of levels that are here. The other piece of support you'll get if you click on the Q&A call is the live weekly the weekly live Q&A calls. We do those bi-weekly, and you register one time to join and you'll be added to the list. As you can see, people have commented here. And we meet via GoToWebinar. This is a GoToWebinar link. And then at 7 p.m. every other Wednesday, you get on the live Q&A call. Now, if you go to YouTube, we do one live Q&A call a month for the staffingpreneurs that is live to the entire world. So the last one that we did that was live was on the day before, the last week of the year. As you can see, we've got 194 views. It was bananas. The energy was crazy. The call is usually 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how many people get on the call and how many questions are being asked. This is the support for Staffingpreneurs Academy. So typically your questions are in the academy, or you can potentially ask in the group, except if it's already in the academy, they're going to chew you out for not doing the research in the academy. The cool thing about the group, though, is that there is a search function. So before you ask questions in the group, I would suggest that you just go in and type your question. So I'll type in ATS, because the ATS is the applicant tracking system that you would use. That's the technology for recruiting and staffing. And you'll see people have been talking about ATS for a year. I think we've had this up for almost a year now. And so you'll get many responses on the ATS questions if you need them. They are here. People are already talking about it, suggesting all that great stuff. Okay. So I would definitely use the search function before I post a question in Staffingpreneurs Academy. So, and our last Q&A call that was not live was actually the first of the year. This was the best Q&A call we had. We really kicked the new year out in a most amazing way. That is not live for YouTube. And to be honest with you, most of our trainings are not live for YouTube. So YouTube only gets what I decide that can be shown. Some people say, people have started their business off my YouTube videos, but they're missing so much because I don't share the majority of the stuff that we put out there. So I'll share that with you. So that's the support group. So all of anything in the academy, again, you will not have one-on-one interaction. You'll be doing it on your own, but you do have the Facebook group, and you do have staffing, the bi-weekly Q&A call. If you decide that you want one-on-one training, if you're an academy member, then you get the discounted rate. So 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and it's even discounted on the bigger packages that we have, which we'll talk about in a little bit, because that's where I work with you one-on-one. So these are very great numbers compared to what the actual pricing is for these packages. In the academy, depending on what package you choose, we have a $49 a month package, which I think is going to go away. But it only disseminates the video modules out on a weekly basis. So you don't get access to the Q&A calls, you don't get access to the Facebook group, and the video modules come out once a week. So that's the one where people are just absolutely challenged financially and are just willing to do anything until they can get enough funds to upgrade to the next package. The next package is the basic package. The basic package does not come with digital downloads. It just gives you access to the academy. It is one-on-one. I apologize. It is, you do have Q&A calls and access to the Facebook group, but you don't have access to the digital downloads. The digital downloads come with the Basic Plus package. Okay, so the basic package and the Basic Plus package are the exact same package. The only difference is that the Basic Plus package comes with $1,200 worth of digital downloads. The basic package does not. The basic package is $299 per year. The Basic Plus package is $599 per year. And with the digital downloads, you get contracts, fee agreements, forms. It's about 50 of those. You get, these are all downloads for your computer. So digital downloads as far as organizing your computer, your file folders, you get the 230-page manual, and I'll show you my screen here. Now my manual is beat up because I actually use this manual on a consistent basis. I need to order another one, which I may do today. But as you can see, the manual looks like this in its hard form. I hope you can see that. And it's thick. Mine's broken because I use mine all the time. I've been using it for the past year. And so you get a copy of the manual as well. And but it's a digital copy that you can download on your iPad, your tablet, your phone, your computer, what have you. You get the infamous calculator, which shows you how to calculate your fees and so forth. You get the launch startup checklist, which shows you all the things that you need to do to get the business up and going over the next 30, 60, 90 days. So that you're on a schedule. It's kind of like an accountability checklist. You get the social media content calendar, an audit form. You get the infrastructure goals worksheet, which allows, and this kind of video, which allows you to show you how to use it, which allows you to look at to define what type of goals you want to have for your staffing agency business, how many placements you need to make in order to get to those numbers. Is really awesome. And there's a video in there that walks you through that to show you how that works. You'll also get the business activity and metrics worksheet with the video. And that basically shows you what type of activity metrics you need to generate in order to win in this business. It also gives you a calendar, a to-do list of the things you want to do every day in your business, kind of like a schedule. And then you get the Target 100 worksheet for your business development activities. And with the Basic Plus package, I'm always adding something new. So sometimes you'll go in and you'll see new items. I may put it out on the Facebook group. I just posted this new. So it becomes more and more valuable every month the more I add things. Once you get the business up and going and you're interested in working on some job orders, we actually have Staffingpreneurs Splits, which is separate from the Academy. It's $49.99 a month for this to access Staffingpreneurs Splits. Basically, Splits is we provide you with job orders that you can work on right now. The majority of those job orders are direct hire job orders only. It takes about 90 days after your candidates have been placed in order for you to get paid. Because we bring the job orders in, you get 40% of the direct hire fee. 25% goes to the business development person, and 25% goes to Staffingpreneur Split. 10% goes to the actual technology that manages all of this, because there's a fee for the technology, for us to do the technology, and then you get 40% of the fee. So if you go in, and you would want to go through all the training that's there for you before you use the Splits board, and there's training on just about every page. But if you go in, and I'll show you where we have actual job orders that you can work on now. People are getting paid every day. I'm going to actually do a job order by, I'll just run this search. Let me do a salary range. Let's just do something like 150 to 175. So these are all the jobs that are on the board from 150 to 75. The latest one was December 16th in this salary range. So for instance, these are all, it looks like here's a director of nursing that's in, so it's really healthcare and IT, it looks like, for these positions. So this one is the latest one, January 2nd. So this is a healthcare position. The salary is 117 to 165. So the fee on this one would be, if we hired someone at 175K times, as a matter of fact, let me pull the calculator out so you could see, instead of me doing it on my phone, because the calculator is one of the products that you'll receive with the digital downloads. Give me 1 second. And so I can just show you how it's being used. So right here, the direct hire. So if the salary is 175K, and let's just see what the fee is on this one. What the placement fee is 20%. Great. I need to work on this one. So the fee would be $35,000. So you would get 40% of that $35,000. So 40%. No, that should be, no, I did that wrong. Oh, shoot. I just screwed it up, I think. I did. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Hold on. Okay, where's my mouse? Okay, there we go. So 40%. So you would get $15,000 if you worked with us on the Splits board. If this was your direct hire position, then you would get the full 35%. But if we provide the job orders, then you would get, and you guys found a candidate and they hired her at the 175K, you would get 40%. Your check, the money that would be wired into your business account, would be $14,000. Okay. So that's just a quick example of like how the Splits board works. And then the business development person, the person who actually brought this job order in, which I'm not sure who did, they would get 25%. So they would get $8,000 of this fee, just so you know. All right. So there you go. So that once you're ready, and I wouldn't suggest doing that until you're actually ready to, the business is up and going, but they're your job orders. We do provide you with suggestions of applicant tracking systems that you could definitely use. This list will grow. We do have a couple of ATS systems that we prefer, or that we suggest that you use, that are very cost effective for a small business. We also assist you with funding, with funding resources, meaning We give you options for you to go in and to find your own startup funding. But in regards to being able to fund your payroll for your candidates, we provide you with two companies here that are domestic, that you can use. And if you decide to go international, we provide you with an international company as well that will provide employee payroll funding overseas, Africa, Asia, wherever, in different continents. Okay. So that's the funding piece. When you the video modules are exceptional. The first 3 sets of modules are not video based because they're more hands-on. That may change in the new academy. I may do some short videos around those. But we start off with a video here, understanding the recruiting and staffing agency, getting your mind right. As you can see, people have been commenting under there. And then we do ask you to have a daily homework assignment, which will help you grow in your business. Then you'll go into step 1, step 2, and step 3. Step 3 is where your videos begin. Step 1 and step 2. Basically, I'll click on here so you'll be able to see. This is the startup. So have you gone through the checklist? Do you have all the things that are in the checklist? Did you decide on your niche? Did you develop your business name? Do you have a location, whether it's on site or virtual? Have you talked to your attorney and your accountants right there? Did you register your business? Did you open your account? Payroll funding, insurance. Here are some final odds and ends that you may want to look at. And then let's look at some of the common mistakes that many people go through when they're starting out their business. So the video modules will get you there in step 1. Step 2, we go through the orientation to learn the industry, because many people say, oh yeah, I understand how the business works, but they really don't. And I know that they don't, because they're immediately going after job orders before they even have a candidate pool to even present to job orders. Because in this business, we do not work for the candidate. We work for the hiring manager. However, the candidates are our capital. So you can't sell this business to a company and not have any candidates that you can even discuss with them off the break. So we really want to make sure that you understand the business, how it works, understand what you offer, the different types of services that you can offer, what the clients are paying for, what's the market rate, how much you should charge, making sure that you're compliant when you're hiring independent contractors, knowing the benefits of using a staffing agency. These are your rebuttals if someone says they don't want to use them. I provided industry terms for you, and then the ATS system. So it really goes into great detail so that you have a good understanding of the business. Then you want to start setting up and branding your company online and offline. Okay, branding your company is going to be imperative before you start talking to clients. And I show you how to do that on your own. I also show you how to do that outsourcing. Then we provide you with some strategies that you might want to put into play immediately or to start thinking about before you start the business. You definitely want to create strategies around your business in order for it to function in the most proper way. Next, you want to go into pre-sales, because there are things that you want to do before you start selling the business. You want to start generating leads or understanding who your target audience is. So we go through the pre-sales. Then we dive into the marketing and advertising of the business, because by this time your website is up, your social media is up, and now you want to start advertising your business to companies and to candidates so that you can start generating activity in your business. Once you start the advertising process, then you want to go in and you want to find your candidates and start pipelining them and getting them ready and profiling them. And we show you how to do that. And then we go on and on and on throughout the course of the business. So it's very much so set up in a step-by-step manner to get you through the process. Now, that is Staffingpreneurs Academy. Again, that is self-paced. When you get to the new site, you'll see that we have this I believe on the YouTube channel. where we provide you with a number of videos to help you determine what your niche should be. Now, we haven't tapped into every niche out there. I typically do these live videos in the Six-Figure Staffing Startup Facebook group, which is an open group for everyone to join. I tell people, suggest your niche here, and then I start to go in and show you all the different, these actually go through different niches. So this is starting an actuary staffing business, an executive assistant, an IT project. Well, this one is actually going to be nurse practitioner. This is, again, we're still doing this site. So this is a live one that's going to go down in the next couple of weeks. Nurse practitioner business. We have the registered nurse. Sales and marketing. We talked about that. We have cannabis business. We have IT. We have mobile developers, I believe. So you can go through and see, and of course, that's the starting point, right? There are many different niche areas that you can go into. Again, I'm showing you this one because this is really where it's going to be, I guess, when you guys sign up, or if you decide to sign up. We will be going into the membership pricing. So with the new memberships, we have the starter, which is $49, the basic and the basic plus, which I told you $5.99, $2.99 a year. We also have an all access membership, which is $14.99, and these are per person. And that one is not yearly, it's forever. And it also comes with some bells and whistles in the academy, some things that the other memberships don't offer. We do also have an online boot camp that we do once a quarter and a live boot camp that we do once a quarter. We will be in New York City for the next live boot camp in March. And then Austin, Texas. I travel all over the country. And then we'll actually be in Ghana in June. Doing a live one. You can, again, these are the actual, and I don't have the rates on here, but these are the actual one-on-one sessions that you have the ability to tap into. And let me go to the current site really quickly so I can show you what the actual pricing is. For the 30-minute sessions, it's $225, and this is without being an Academy member. 1 hour is $375, 2 hours are $1,500. And then we have a number of packages that are one-on-one packages. The one-on-one packages is where I'm a little more interactive with those packages. Okay, I'm a little more I'm just more interactive with you. So when you start talking about long-term options, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 24 weeks are the 3 options that we have. I'm going to go in that in a minute. We also provide staffing logo design. We provide website content development, and we provide staffing website design, which we've done a number of websites that we build websites for niche staffing agencies. And I'll show you one that we just got done building last week. This company is already doing absolutely amazing in their business. They're out of New York, and husband and wife duo. They have landed, they've only been in business since November and have landed a ton of job orders. They're hopefully working on their first placement. So we developed this website for them. We only have one more change, which is to add the logo with the tagline. But this is Bond Health Staffing, and we built their website out for them to make sure that, and so it goes in. We've also built, and I'm just giving you some examples so you can see DEVO, DEVOTED, devoted placements, ENT.com. So devoted placement. Devoted placement is a website that focuses on IT project management, and they are out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And as you can see, their websites are pretty awesome here. And they, so very good. Okay, he's blogging. Go on, Panasha. So there you go. So there's another one, Holding Accountable. They're out of Texas. I think Austin, Texas. They're in the healthcare space as well. And Holding Accountable is one of my favorite companies, and we designed this website, and we designed the website as well for Holding Accountable, as well as the logo for all of these companies we designed as well, and built the content for all of these companies. So this is Holding Accountable, and they provide healthcare as well. We have Dent Match that we designed, which is here in Atlanta, Georgia. They provide dental staffing solutions. We designed their logo as well as built their content and their website. So more dental, more flexibility here. As you can see, this is Dent Match, and you can kind of go in and see what solutions they offer. So we've got a lot of experience in creating websites for staffingpreneurs. So there you have that. The 12-week, 6-week, 12-week, and 24-week program. And I'm actually going to go here and open up the tabs because, oh no, I didn't. I really want to be, I really want to show the new site so bad, right? But we're still finishing the new site, so bear with us. But the 6-week, oh, this isn't in the right place. Okay, that's good to know. The 6-week package is, I just want to show you what that 6-week package looks like really quickly. This is 6 weeks is our fast track package. You train with me for 6 weeks, 2 days per week, 4 hours per week. So that can be either or. You get 4 hours per week with me. Plus you get full access to Staffingpreneurs Academy. So it's a little more robust than just the Academy alone. This package is $5,999. You can make 2 monthly payment arrangements. With this package, you get 6 weeks, you get full access, you get startup coaching and training, orientation of the business, business strategy, niche segmentation, and business recommendations. The cool thing about about the one-on-one packages is when we meet, you have somebody to kind of guide you and walk you through the process. So typically people come to me where they start off, okay, Dee, so I've already gone through the academy in the startup section. I have my business legalized. I have my EIN. I'm getting my bank account right now. I'm working somebody. I've already outsourced someone to start my logo and my website. I want to talk to you about strategy. I want to understand how the business works. What can I do to make my business run very well? This package is really, really more along the lines of strategy. It's 6 weeks of strategy. It's you really taking the information from the academy and working with me to bring it to life. All the training that you see in the academy is just basic information on how and the things that you want to do to start your business. It's your job to put your own spin on it, to remix it, to give it your style, your own individual personality to the business. My job working with you one-on-one is to help make that vision come to life, to make sure that you understand that you are really tapping into your niche market, to make sure that you are really connecting with the right people, building the right target list for your clients and pipelining the right candidates, making sure that you have your funding in place. I am a resource for you. That is the 6-week fast track one-on-one package. Pretty cool. Then we actually have the next package, which is your 12-week package. The 12-week package is actually my most popular one-on-one package, which is very interesting because people want to be able to have someone to walk with them over a period of time, okay? More than 6 weeks. So it's for 12 weeks. You get 5 hours per week. Plus full access to the academy. It's a one-time payment of $10,999. You get you can do 4 monthly payments of $2,800 if you'd like. If you pay in full, I will actually come to your location for a full day of training. This is why this is one of my most popular packages, because people like for me to fly out to their location. And this package is a little more aggressive because with this one, we actually dive into the business a little bit more. You get the Staffingpreneurs Owner's Manual, the big copy, which you also get with the Fast Track package. I need to make sure I add that. You get all the digital downloads, not just in the academy, but they come, you get them actually. What we do is we actually build which this may change. I don't know. I used Google Drive for us to have our little world in there. So you and I actually meet on Google Drive. But what I think is going to happen is you'll have a login on Staffingpreneurs Academy, and I'll show you. So you get more, I give you more different types of digital downloads. You get way more than what you would get on the Academy. And so for instance, and I don't want to show all this stuff, all the videos, the one-on-one video sessions that we do get recorded and they get uploaded into the Academy. This is kind of your file folder. So you just get a lot more when you work with me one-on-one. And this is where we kind of put all of our information as we're working together. You also get weekly metrics and accountability coaching, which you don't get with the six-week program, because for 6 weeks, we'll still kind of get the business up and going, but then we'll go into this coaching segment where once you start getting people on billing, even before that, I'm going to actually hold you accountable for the activity that you're doing every week to ensure that you're growing towards your business and you're getting there to where you need to be. We do a lot of role plays. We do live calls with clients and candidates so that you'll feel comfortable with actually working in the business. Again, strategy, niche segmentation, so much more. At the end of the 12 weeks, you'll receive a certificate of completion. You'll get a website badge to go on your website that says, I am a graduate of Staffingpreneurs Academy, which will be very helpful for you when you're looking to apply for various programs throughout the government and outside of the government to show that you have training. It's also helpful for you when you are talking to funding companies. You're a brand new staffing agency with no staffing experience. They want to know that you have the knowledge to be able to run the business. You can tell them I've gone through Staffingpreneurs Academy. Also, an official press release will be published online and on our blog to let people know that you have launched. And then we have options. If you pay in full, then we come out for one day. You also get one live boot camp ticket in person. You just have to pay for your flight. Okay, so that is our 12-week program. Our 24-week program is just like the 12-week program, except longer. In addition, we also provide all the logo, branding, everything on the branding side for you. So I'm just going to use bonds right now as an example, and I'll show you some of the work we've done on, hold on, clients, shorts, let's do bond, and I'll show you their stationery. So I showed you the logos. Let me just say, here it is, stationery. So for bonds, we did, and I'm going to open these up so you can kind of see. I don't know. Okay. So this is the back of their business card. And then, of course, here you have the front of their business card. And then we did their envelope design. So we make sure that you look very unified and everything that you do. And then we do your letterhead design as well. We also do your social media graphic, at least one to start you out with. Over time, you'll probably update yours, but so that you'll have something that you could upload immediately. So we have a banner here that you can put for your Facebook. And we try to keep things as unified as possible so that people will know when they have hit your page, it's you. This is your Twitter. And these actually change over time. So some of them look, and it depends. So I will tell you that everybody's is different. They're all different. So here you'll see, let me just see, on their social media graphics, this is the way devoted placements looks, right? So they're all different, and it's based on the personality of your website. It's just based on your personality, right? So as you can see, here's a kind of a copy of what we showed them, how we were developing their letterhead with their contact information. So we really get into the design of your business and your brand. So this package is 24 weeks. You meet 8 hours a week in the beginning, so it changes, right? So 8 hours per week for 8 weeks. 4 hours per week for the next 8 weeks, and then 2 hours per week for the next 8 weeks, because we're weaning you off of Dee Williams, okay, over time. And your first 8 weeks, you'll want that 8 hours, and you won't even use them all sometimes. Sometimes you'll say, Dee, I need a couple of days, and you will and you won't need those, and that's fine. But the time is there and available for you. Then so like I said, you get all those things, the social media design, what have you. And then of course you get your certificate of completion, your website badge. And then you also, if you pay in full, you get 2-day site visit. Typically, people who do this package do one site visit in the very beginning of when they're starting the business. And then once they've launched and started getting into the nitty gritty of the business, then I come out there again and I actually clean. I change trash cans. I call clients. I call candidates. I interview. I do site visits with you. Whatever you need in your business, I'm there to support you 100% and every step of the way. So that is the all-inclusive 24-week package. Now, we do have a larger package, which is what we consider to be our $1 million package, which I don't advertise. That's for people who actually want us to come in and build the business from scratch, where we are actually building the business. So we actually come out and spend a whole week with you, and with that package, and we're literally building the business. It's way more intricate. I mean, we do landing pages. We have funnels coming into the business. It's really, really aggressive. That's what we consider to be our $1 million package, where we get a portion of your profits over the course of time until you reach the $1 million mark. So as you can only imagine, that we are invested in your business 100%, because we want to get paid our $1 million. So what we do and our activity or our contribution to the business is beyond massive. And we actually become a part of your business until we reach that number, and then your business is yours. But by that time, you should be doing over $1 million in business, and you're up and good to go. But again, I don't advertise that. If that's something that you're interested in, you can always reach out to us at inquiry@identifiesconsulting.com, and we can talk a little bit more about what that package entails and what the startup costs are for that and so forth. So this is Staffingpreneurs Academy. This is the one-on-one. This is what role that we play in the business. Again, the old website is definitely going away over the next couple of weeks. The new website will be up, and I just wanted to be able to show you from both perspectives what we offer and what that looks like. Again, if you want to get started, of course, naturally, all you have to do right now is go to staffingpreneursacademy.com for the to sign up for the academy. You can go right there and sign up immediately. Once you sign up, you'll get an email, or you can come back to this page and log in. If you're interested in one of the larger packages, then again, all you've got to do is come to the academy and go into the one-on-one section, and you can just click on whatever button and it automatically activates everything. You'll start to get emails. And as you can see, we've got testimonials here to kind of help you through. And you may go to the old site today. If you signed up in a week, you may be at the new site, and all of that will be under membership pricing, or under what we offer. You can go in there and choose which package that you are interested in. So I hope this was helpful a little bit to get you started and to help you gain a better understanding of what Staffingpreneurs Academy is all about and what we offer. And there you have it. Any questions? And you can take yourself off of mute and ask as many questions as you like.
I guess my question would be more so, I already like I can do the setup of the companies and get majority of that stuff done. I have the attorney already, and I already have a lot of clients that are in nursing, that are in IT, and that are executive assistants. What option do you think I should start up with first?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question. When you say these are your clients, these are companies that want to hire IT people, or these candidates who you want to place?
It's a mixture because some of my clients actually own the company, and some of them actually are in charge of hiring, and they just work for the company.
Okay. So let's make the diff. Okay. So you said you have clients you're talking about based on your business model right now. So
Right.
I will tell you that nursing is very lucrative. You'll never run out of hiring options there. It is more challenging to find and fill the nursing positions than it is to get the job orders. You'll be able to get hundreds of job orders very easily, but filling the positions will be a little bit more challenging than some of the other niches that you have listed. The executive assistants, depending on how advanced the executive assistants are and what types of markets that they are being placed into, i.e., the startup world, will determine how lucrative the executive assistant market will be for you. Most EA positions are between 40 and 80,000 per year. When you start talking, they have chief executive assistants, CEAs, that are all the way up to 300,000 per year. But typically they're in New York, Chicago, Silicon Valley, right? And so and they're supporting your PayPals, your Netflix and so forth, right? So it depends on how you grow that niche will determine how lucrative that would be. If you stay in your local area and you're supporting EAs, your typical salary is going to probably be around 60K, and just keep it, and you'll be able to do both contract and direct hire. It'll be very easy for you to get employee payroll funding for that, but your fees are not going to be as lucrative as maybe some of the other positions that are out there. You're looking at about $12,000 per placement on average, right? And then I haven't even talked about the contract to hire just yet. So it just depends on how you grow that particular niche. With the nursing, getting funding is going to be a little bit more challenging on the employee side. There are also more insurance requirements that are required of you, right, to stay compliant. So nursing is going to be a little bit more expensive for you to function based on the Workman's Comp Code. Executive assistants will not be as expensive with the insurance requirements. You can get funding very, very easy because the Workman's Comp Code is 8810, but you're not going to make as much money depending on how you grow that niche. Out of all three, the IT space would probably be a little bit of both. It'll be the most lucrative. Those positions are typically 60,000 to 250 per year, depending on the type of position. QA folks, you have a great ability to do contract to hire and direct hire with those positions. Your Workman's Comp Code is 8810 yet again. So the startup and the insurance requirements are going to be very inexpensive. And you'll be able to get funding very easily. What I would suggest is if you are a 1 or 2 man firm or woman firm, that you not focus on every one of these areas initially until you started working in the business and generating activity and created a strategy around one niche area so that you can get used to it and then add those other areas on top of that. The biggest mistake, I don't want to say mistake, but one of the things that I see a lot of staffingpreneurs do is they say, oh, I can fill all these positions, not understanding that you really want to build a niche market within those particular areas. And so if you're filling any position that comes your way, you're going to spend more time trying, especially if you don't have a full team under you, you're going to spend more time trying to develop those niche markets, to fill those positions, to be very competitive against the largest staffing firms. Then it's going to drive you crazy and you're going to wind up spinning your wheels and not being very successful. If you are a 10, 15 man firm, then yes, tackle many different niches because you have staff to support that. But if you're a 1 or 2 man firm, you're really running a full desk, which means that you're doing the branding, the marketing, the business development, the sales and business development. You're doing the pipelining, you're doing the interviewing, you're doing the, submittals. It takes time. So I would encourage you, if you're going to focus on IT, we're going to focus solely on Q&A, or we're going to focus on Q&A and Java developers, or Q&A and Ruby on Rails developer. I wouldn't even say programming as a whole, because each programming language has its own universe, its own world. And you really, especially when you're talking about programmers, there are more jobs than there are programmers. You really got to take the time to build out that niche pipeline before you start really diving into that business. And the interesting thing about all three, or at least the IT space, is that these clients do not want to hire people, especially on the direct hire side, that are on the job boards. They want to hire people who are passive. When you're talking about hiring passive candidates, you are really honestly and truly at a place where you they're already working, or they're not easily found. Those are the types of position of the people that those hiring managers really honestly and truly want to focus on. So I'm not going to answer your question directly from the perspective of telling you which area you should go into, but as a coach, it's my job to provide you the pros and cons of each area that you're thinking about going into and allow you to make that decision. What I will say is this: I would not start a staffing agency if it's only one of you, 2 of you in the business covering nursing, EAs, and all of IT. I would pick one of those areas and then focus on 3 positions under that umbrella initially. And then once you get the business down, once you get money going, once you start growing in the business, then taking it and adding on other niches over time.
When you went over, you said that you have to go through these steps: getting your tax ID, getting your business set up, getting an attorney, and stuff like that. But if I have all of that already together, do you think I should start at the basic membership? Would we start at the?
So that depends on you, right? Again, the basic, all of it has the same information in there. So it's just about where you want to be. I always suggest to people that they get the either the basic plus package, because it's your business in a box, or the let me go back to the membership pricing, because with the $49.99 you don't get much support, right? With the basic package, you don't get all the contracts, fee agreements, and forms and different things like that. So you kind of miss out. But with the basic plus package, you come with all the digital downloads. And so I would either suggest the basic plus package or the all access membership package, where you get also the rookie training and the management training, which shows you how to manage your staff as you bring your staff on. And it also, so that's what I would suggest personally. All of the packages come with the startup or what have you. That's not included in any of the packages.
Okay. And the most expensive package that you had, how much was it? I think it was 24 weeks.
The 24-week package is let's go into it. Let's go there, because I am, we're on this page here. Give me 1 second. I don't know the price in my heart, honestly.
Okay.
So this package, let's read more. And I'm navigating this site because I want people to get used to this. This package is $14.99 one-time payment, or 4 monthly payments of $38.75. And we did not do payment arrangements on this package initially, but we had just a large request of people asking about it, and so we decided to go ahead and do so.
Okay, and then the other package was the one where you pretty much start up the business. Is this the same one or is it another one?
This is the same one. So this is the one that
Okay.
comes with the branding, where we'll build your website and your brand out. So this, and let me show you what it looks like right there. So this is the one where we do a site visit, and you get one live boot camp ticket. If you pay in full, you get full access to the academy. We provide you with your logo, your website, your stationery. All of that stuff comes in addition to the training. The package prior to that is the same thing, except it does not come with any type of branding. So you would be responsible for getting your own website completed. You would be responsible for all, for that. You're mainly focusing on spending that time with me to understand the business, to grow the business, to build the strategy, to ensure that you're comfortable with talking to clients about your business, selling the business, to ensure that you're pipelining your candidates correctly, to ensure that you're finding both passive, active, and semi-active candidates to help build out your pipeline, and also to manage to provide accountability for you to ensure that you're doing everything that you need to be doing every week to ensure that you're hitting your goals that you're looking to hit.
Okay. And how much is the 12-week one?
$10.99, and then 4 monthly payments of $2,800.
Okay, and I was writing everything down. The $14,999, is that the one where you say you get a portion of it until you reach $1 million?
No, that's the $1 million package. That's $100,000 down payment on that one.
You said $100,000 down payment?
Yep. And then we take a percentage of your earnings over the course of, typically it's a year. We can get you up to $1 million in a year or less. And so then we take a portion of your payments, of your fees, you pay us a portion of your margin on the contract to hire, and your direct hire fees until we hit our $1 million mark.
Okay, you said until the $1 million mark is hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. That answered all my questions.
All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. If you guys decide now, all the packages, again, you can do online and it'll immediately start the process. However, for the $1 million package, you would have to actually email or call our office, the number at the office, and I'll see if I have it on the top. I don't. It's 866-432-8801.
Okay.
And and that's for the largest package. For everything else, if you start the process, once you sign up online, then it'll immediately start the process within the hour. You'll start getting welcome emails and access to all the different areas that you'll need. You'll get right on the receipt or the email, you'll get your link to sign up for your orientation meeting, as well as all the other appointments that you'll make throughout the course of the week. We will send your manual. It'll come to you in less than 7 days via FedEx. And so the process will automatically start from that point.
Okay. And where can I find a schedule of your live training?
The live New York boot camp. Hold on one second. Is March 30th through the 31st. Right now it's on the main academy page, and the cost is $997 per person today. Once we get the new site up, it will be $997 for the first person on the team, and then for the second person on the team and within your company, it'll be a little bit less, or is $999. The deadline to register is February 29th. And then right now, as you can see, we have all the different videos that you can watch that show you, like, they're just testimonials of people who've actually attended the boot camp and so forth. This boot camp will be 2 days. It's a real boot camp, so we'll be moving very, very, very quickly to get you up and going. And again, for this boot camp, I like to encourage people to already have their business set up when they're doing the boot camp, because we're actually working in the business with the live boot camp.
Okay, so I'll just keep a watch out on the website to see when those happen.
And if you want to stay in the know with on Facebook, we have facebook.com groups. There it is. Groups Start a Staffing Biz. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/start a staffing biz. A lot of times, and let me just let these people join right here. There are, and I'll approve these folks. You can just come on right on in, and that, we have, I think, how many people in this group? 485 people who have been interested in the idea. So we kind of update things there. If we have any live webinars to talk about the niche, we do a lot of live webinars in this group in regards to building the niche in your business, like what niche you want to go into. And we, starting in February, doing this once a week. We'll have a new niche, and then it'll ultimately live here under the Choose Your Niche section. So that is definitely an option. And what I'll do is I'll put this in the chat box for you to be able to just click on and join for both you and Tiffany.
Okay, perfect.
All right, guys. Well, I am out of here. I hope if you have any additional questions, feel free to email us, feel free to call the office, and I look forward to seeing you. I'm sorry, I clicked the button. I look forward to seeing you grow your niche recruitment and staffing agency businesses.
All right, thank you so much. You'll hear from me soon.
Okay, so that was a great call, and there was a lot of information shared. And even the questions, I think they asked some really great questions. So I hope that was helpful for you. There's a link somewhere around here on this video that takes you to Staffingpreneurs Academy. So please feel free to do a little bit more research. If you liked this video, please thumbs up. Please also subscribe to this channel so that you're always getting updates, because we're always doing some awesomely amazing things. Also, don't be afraid to join our Facebook group that's open to the public, which is facebook.com/groups/start a staffing biz, B-I-Z. And we would love to have you there. And we're all over social media. All you got to do is look for Staffingpreneurs Academy and/or Dee Williams, and you will find us. We look forward to learning more about you and your business. Thank you for watching, and have an absolutely amazing day. Oh, share this video. Share this video. All right. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.